Hey guys, hello and welcome to Zen Innovations, and today's topic is regarding washing machines. Precisely, we are going to talk about the drain filters and how to clean them. And I get a lot of comments on my channel that sir, I am not able to open the drain filter of my washing machine. And I also get a lot of questions that sir, what is the best method to clean your drain filters? So over here for the example, I have two different machines and they are from different time zones. So one of them is pretty old. So this is the LG 7 kg model, and I brought this thing in 2006, which makes it around 15 years old. And the location of drain filter is over here like this on the left hand side. And here to represent the latest technology of 2021, I have this Motorola 10.5 kg. So you can see the detail over here. And I have already made a pretty detailed review of this machine in Hindi and English. Both of those videos can be found in the description below. And the design for the drain filter or the access hatch is over here like this on the right hand side. And guys, let me tell you that the opening process for both of these machines is slightly different. So I'll highly suggest that you stick around till the end of this video, because if you do it improperly, then you will get a lot of scratches on the paint of your washing machine and then it looks nasty. So I'm going to show you how to open both of these machines. So what I'll do is quickly gather all the stuff which will be required to open and clean these drain filters. By that time, you guys hit that nice little like and subscribe buttons down below, and let's begin today's video. Guys, to open and clean the drain filter, we need all this stuff. So here is nothing but a simple cotton towel, an old rag. I brought a dish which will be helpful to collect the dirty water. So a plain dish over here. An old toothbrush to clean the drain filter itself. And for a better cleaning, I recommend that you go for this kind of descaling powder. Again, you can find the buying links of this descaling powder in the description below. And we have this wildcard entry. And this wildcard entry is nothing but a small coin. So you can get any 1 rupee or 2 rupee coin. And through the course of this video, I'll tell you where to use this thing. And this thing makes the process really effortless. So I got a coin. So this is all the stuff which is required to open and clean the drain filter. Let's get to the cleaning process itself. Guys, first we'll start with the Motorola 10.5 kg model, and the access hatch for getting access to the drain filter is located over here on the right hand side. And before we open this, I made a few preparations on the floor. So to collect the dirty water, I have this plate over here, and around the plate I am using this cotton towel which will help catch any excess spill of water. So let's come back to the drain filter access door. So the door looks like this, and on the top part of this you can see that it comes with this little lock or tab. And opening this kind of filter is very easy, and you do not need any kind of tools. And the mistake over here a lot of guys do is that they try sticking in a screwdriver or something, and then it ends up scratching the paint. So you don't need any kind of tools, you just need your thumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on this lock like this downwards. So you grab this and you press it downwards. So like this, and here the lock has been unlocked, and you can simply pull this thing out. So out it comes. Let me explain this thing to you once again. So in this thing goes. Usually it will be in this kind of position. So I'm going to use my thumb. I'm going to apply a bit of downward force. So this is unlocked, and then I can just pull the whole door out. And here is how the lock assembly looks from inside. Everything is plastic. Don't use any kind of excessive force, otherwise you will ruin this door. So here is how the door looks from inside. This is the internal assembly. So this is the pipe which is holding the water. So what we can do is we can unclip it like this from the locks. So it's held in by these locks. You unclip it, and on the end it comes with this kind of cap. And this cap is holding all the dirty water of your drum. So we can remove this cap like this, and the dirty water should start spilling out. And to catch the dirty water, I have used this dish or tray. So all of the water will start collecting over here. And once this thing is done, we'll come back to the actual drain filter which is located inside. Guys, and let me give you a golden tip. Depending on the model of your washing machine, the quantity of water could be quite a lot. So this kind of dish might not be enough for your washing machine, because mine is a giant 10.5 kg model. So I'm using this kind of large agricultural bowl to catch all the water. Guys, after we are done draining with all the dirty water, what we'll do is we'll install this plug back in its original position. So you grab the tube with one of your hands and then you simply turn it clockwise. So you will turn all of these threads clockwise and then you seal it shut like this. So this thing is done and we are going to just put it back in its place. So here are the retention clips. So in it goes like this. There's a second one over here and this is the original place of this tube. And now let's focus on the actual drain filter. So you can see that this part is acting as a grab handle for the drain filter and this circular thing is the actual drain filter itself. So what we'll do is we will turn it anti-clockwise. So we are going to turn it in this motion. And let me show you. So I'm going to just grab this and then I'm going to turn it anti-clockwise like this. And if you haven't opened your drain filter in months or years, then this thing might be very well stuck. So take your time, do it carefully and spin it like this anti-clockwise and out it should come. Sometimes there might be a small quantity of dirty water escaping from the drain filter. So make sure that you have this towel or the cotton cloth to catch any excess water. So after spinning this thing anti-clockwise, this thing is now loose and then we can pull it out. So out it comes. And wow, I'm surprised that despite being a pretty new machine, so hardly 1 or 2 months we can say, and this thing is actually very dirty. So I highly suggest that you clean this drain filter every month. And if you live in an area where you have hard water, then I suggest you go for cleaning every 15 days. So here is how the actual drain filter looks and that looks yuck. And plus there's a lot of dust inside, so we are also going to clean this particular area. So let's proceed to the cleaning part of this video. Guys, now we'll start with the LG 7 kg model, and most of the older design washing machines used to have the access door of this kind, and on top of this access door or access hatch you can see this kind of slot. And the common mistakes which sometimes even technicians do is try sticking in a screwdriver into this slot and then it just ends up scratching the entire panel. So to prevent that, what we are going to do is use this wild card, and the wild card is this little 1 rupee or 2 rupee coin, and we are going to just insert the coin over here into this slot just like you would do with a vending machine. So here is how the coin looks, and what I'll do is I'll just apply a very small amount of upward force on this coin. So I'm going to push it upward like this, and after pushing it upward the door will very gently, very nicely just simply slide out. So that is how it's done. Let's do it once again. So here is how the door will look once it is closed. I insert this coin, so it goes like this, and I'm going to lift this coin up from here, and by doing that in just one stroke it comes out. And here is how you open the access hatch without scratching the paint. Guys, after opening this access hatch we can see this kind of arrangement over here, and this is the drain filter itself, but we will come to this part later. First we need to focus the attention on this very cleverly hidden button over here, and behind this button you can see the drain tube. So you can just pull it out and this is the drain tube, and on the face of this drain tube we can see that there is marking which shows that you have to rotate this button anti-clockwise. And to do that we are going to use the very same wild card which we used first. So this is the little coin which we used, and we are going to put it inside this slot like this, and then we can unlock it by turning it anti-clockwise like so. And after unlocking it we can just pull out this whole tab, and since I have not used my washing machine for a couple of weeks, there is no water in it, but for your washing machine there will be quite a bit of dirty water coming from this tube which will get collected in the plate like this. Once all the water has been drained, you can insert this screw back in like so, and then you can turn it clockwise and then it locks up, and then you can put it in its place like so. So that's, we are done with this. Guys, coming to the actual drain filter, the formula is the same. You grab this ledge and then you spin it anti-clockwise like so, and there might be a bit of dirty water seeping out at this point, so make sure you have your towel as well as the dish handy. So I have my towel and I have my dish over here to catch any excess water. and after turning it anti-clockwise we can just pull it out, and then we can see it looks absolutely nasty. And after cleaning this drain filter, we are also going to clean this sump area. So let's proceed to the actual cleaning process itself.
And both of these filters are sitting right over here, dirty and messy. And to clean them, we are going to use this kind of descaler. This is a little powder that helps you clean the innards of washing machine. Again, buying links for all of these powders and cleaning agents are available for you in the video description or in the view products area in the corner. What we are going to do is create a bit of thick paste. So I've added a little bit of powder in this bowl and then small quantity of water. And then we are going to use an old toothbrush and create a bit of paste, a kind of slime that will allow us to easily clean these drain filters. And then what else? Well, nothing. I will just use this slime and a bit of elbow grease, and then it is just brush, brush, brush. So I'm going to nicely spread out and clean all of these drain filters using the toothbrush. If they are really dirty, in your case, what you can do is slather this portion on them and let them sit for like 10 to 15 minutes with this paste on them, and the paste will do its magic. It will help soften up all kinds of mineral deposits and calcium buildup. So there we go. Here is how you clean the drain filters of your washing machines. It's just a bit of elbow grease, just a bit of time, and then they should be clean and sparkly, just like new.
So guys, I have applied the thick descaling paste on these drain filters, and I'll let them soak for around 15 to 20 minutes. And this is the paste which I was talking about. And by the time when these things are soaking in the paste, we are going to focus our attention on the actual drain sump itself. So the formula is again the same. You take this paste and then you massage it on using the toothbrush and clean it thoroughly. There will be these valves or impellers behind, so you have to do it carefully, otherwise you might break them. Guys, so here is how they look, and considering the grime was almost 15 years old, so this machine was 15 years old, the cleaning is very much successful. And here is how they look, and over here in the corner you can see the before photos, and this is how they look after cleaning. So a very successful project, I might say. So here is how both the filters have been cleaned. Let's proceed to install them in the washing machines. Guys, so here are how the filters look, but before we put them in, we need to clean this sump area, and we need to make sure that all of the descaling powder has to be rinsed out. So we'll use an old cloth, a damp cloth like this, and rinse out all the powder.
Alright guys, so we are in the final stage of today's washing machine service video, and we are going to install these filters back. And as you see, there is a particular flat spot on these filters, and there will be a corresponding flat spot on your washing machine drain pump housing. So what we'll do is simply align these flat spots with respect to your filter, with respect to your washing machine. Simply insert the filters in, and once we are done with that, we are just going to turn this handle. This time we are going to turn it clockwise. So the filter is now set, and then we can simply close this door, and we are all and done with this particular washing machine. So that was easy, isn't it? Let me know in the comments below if you think this kind of service has been helpful to you. Now we are shifting over to the Motorola 10.5 kg, and the design is slightly different over here, but still you do have ridges and things that you need to observe. So I'm going to put this drain filter in, and again turn the whole thing clockwise, simply like screwing on a lid on top of a jar. It is that simple. So I'm just going to screw it in. I am going to check out that there are no water leaks or anything. I'm just going to ensure that this thing is firm. If it is not firm, then there will be water leaking when you start using the washing machine. All right. So I'll put this pipe back in its nifty place, and then I can close the door something like this, and that's all. We are done with the service. Guys, if you're interested in learning more about washing machine, finding out the service, if your washing machine has been vibrating a lot, then there are a bunch of variety of videos available on my channel. They'll pop up right here in the form of cards. Use your finger or mouse to click on these particular cards, jump to those particular videos and learn something new regarding washing machines today. That's it for this neat little video, guys. I hope you liked it. Take care and have a nice day.